Alright, so after abs control is basically taken at this point, like I said, you want to work back with your IGL. Tell him that you have abs control, and then at that point, when he's coming up mid, you guys should be able to work something together. Like I said, he's gonna flash this side, take port side control. Once you guys have port side control, at that point, it's like he throws a moto fake. I already went over this, but sorry, I'm gonna have to clip it a little bit. But yeah, so he's gonna throw flashes in sight. At that point, he could either fake it from there, and you guys should decide to commit. When maybe one person commits out halls, one person commits out porch. Bomb follows back with IGL. Opera comes over here as well, and then you guys can work B together. Maybe throw an execute here. Quick CT smoke. Molly here for new box. Maybe one or two flashes over to site. My Molly new box missed, but Molly new box, and then maybe possibly a smoke coffin as well. Depending on the how much utility you have left over toward here. But then basically what you did, you drew out their utility, you faked once, drew off rotates to them because you got an opening pick. And at that point, there's one guy on B site left. You got to look for the guy on B site when you guys are coming into B site, entering, get that frag wherever he's at. And then from that point, you're gonna have a rotation as well. You're gonna have rest of these guys rotating over to here. Maybe have one of your guys from A, lurking, try to catch a rotator from A, kills him, falls off, and maybe holds as well, just in case they decide to save, because we have sight at that point. It depends on as well, like what you want to do. Like from there, from T default, I would say you should have at least 3 strats with T default, depending on if it's a B execute, um, coffin smoke, CT smoke, and then a molly for dark, and a molly for new box, and then a couple flashes over sight. That's a perfect execute right there for B. You guys should line that up with your teammates throwing that utility. Maybe for A side as well. Smoke, flash, smoke, flash, flash, and just like that. There you go. And maybe one guy's out holes as well, pairing with the hit as well. Throwing flash out chimney, molly pit, and take holes control as well, pairing that out with the guys going up port side. It depends what you want to do. You want to have basically an A execute, a B execute, maybe an A or B split. I know we use this a lot on eco rounds instead of going halls, because halls is really easy if they're on eco round. So like basically you don't want to default as an IGL if they're on eco round. You want to try to do something that's going to keep your guns at long distance gunfight range. What we'd like to do is we like to wrap around A, maybe wrap around B depending on how the scenario goes. So that's basically it. Necessarily, like I said, for Inferno, you want to have a T default, you want to have a B default, execute, B execute, an A execute, an A or a B wrap. So that should be 4 strats as an IGL together. Um, maybe possibly a passive default as well. So you want to at least have 4 to 5 strats for this map to work off of as an IGL. And then just call, basically kind of like it's your job as an IGL to know what to call, like depending on the economy, like rounds. Let's say you won pistol round, you won second round, and then third round, you know they're gonna save again. You win third round. First buy on fourth round is gonna be first gun round. So maybe you default on first gun round to see how they're playing, how their setup is on rifle rounds, and like see if they play a 3-2 setup, maybe 3 at B at the start of the round and 2A. If they start doing that at the start of the round, then what you do is you just go to straight A execute. If they do 3A, 2B at the start of the round, maybe you go for fast B control and go into a B execute, fake there, and then go hit A late, depending if they over rotate. That's your job as an IGL to figure that out and get information from your teammates calling that out, like calling out smokes and utility for you. So you decide what to hit late round, depending on like how much utility they've used and thrown. So that's basically it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and get into this demo for our match, so you can see my perspective. Then I can go over kind of like what happened in each scenario with this. Let me see if I can find the scrim. It should be. There it is right here. Yeah, so I'll tell you what goes on each round. This is pretty much a blowout for our second game. We won 16-6, but it's gonna be good to see like how like our strats were and like what we did for these rounds. Okay. All right, so they're in pause. All right, match is starting now. Let's start over with us. So what we do is this for our pistol strat. It honestly works most of the time, but like I don't like we'll probably change it up once we hit playoffs because I don't want people watching this and then knowing what we do for our pistol strat. But what we basically do is we make a bunch of noise mid with the bomb, try to drop some rotates. Um, Most of the time they just stand still like that, but maybe they push down banana. We start pushing through here. I smoke off CT, flash site once, and then flash spawn once more. At this point, they're falling off because they know we're about to hit hard. We go ahead and hit B here. I actually think we lost this because we didn't push construction together. At that point, like with your team, we probably should just all push construction. Oh no, I guess not. And I died out here. I guess we did lose this, but yeah. So this is our pistol. I'm pretty sure what happens like, yeah, they didn't bait off of our pistol. That's all. So we lose first round. We go into second round. So right now, if the economy we got bombed down, so there's no point of buying in second round as well. So what we end up doing is we save this round and we end up so we can buy it into the next round. They know that, so they hunt out with like 3 MP9s. So we just tried to weigh out the utility, see if they're stacking somewhere. We heard 3 nades toward B, so we know there's gonna be 3 paired up toward B at this point. So we decided to work our way toward A a little bit since we know there's 3 nades B. Don't know the setup that they're gonna have. We know they're gonna be pushed a little bit, so I think right here is what happened was that we went up banana, took these fight up here because we knew they were close, but we didn't really knew they were that close. Guy was sitting cubby and just killed us all. So that was a good play for him actually getting that vantage point, so he was able to catch us off guard because we weren't spotting down banana. So this is first buy round. They still have one MP9. Oh, never mind. They still have one sub, but their utility is pretty good on their part. Our utility is not the greatest, so probably wouldn't have been the best to buy here. But I think what I called was I wanted us to wait out their utility as much as possible, and then hit something late round with the utility that we had, like the smoke that we have on me, and then the smoke that we have on Nosy, and then flashes as well. See how they're working apps control together? Mike right here, and Nosy as well. One's going jump up, one's going long haul. They're working control of B apps, which is perfect with A apps, which is perfect. We have our op or alt. PC doesn't have, can't afford an op. At this point, they're holding. I think right now they're about to go for bracket control. This is what I called. I'm just spotting banana. I fall off of this because we decided to work our way toward A with the utility that we have, which sometimes you have to do because over at B they have control of it. So I line up, smoke for porch, pair it with a flash for arch, flash the opper. He fell off. We try to push him, wait for the flash. Nice. He gets that kill right there. I decide to come up porch side. We know there's one in pit. He gets killed. I get killed crossing from the opper. BC crossed all the way there. I knew he was there. I just didn't have a smoke, so I just tried to like run past it. Right now it's a 2v3 scenario. Economy's not the greatest either. Mike gets that pick. Mike opened up the round first huge here. Mike gets another pick. That was huge. Finds out the opper is there, so here's him rotating off, falling off. Decides to hunt for him. That's the first round. Honestly, it didn't really go necessarily according to plan, but the fact that Mike got 3 kills there was really huge. It enabled us to work a lot toward to win this round, basically. I think Mike peeks here and dies from the opper. And then they're able to save the op, but then most likely they're going to buy into this next round because they have the money for it and they save that op. So we rebuy knowing that they're going to have an op here. We don't really have necessarily the funds for the buy, so we buy as best as we can. I buy UMP as the IGL so I can get extra utility to throw for my teammates because it's important you support your teammates. Get the utility if you need to. Downgrade your weapon if you have to. So we start off with our default. See how I'm going for banana control. I mollied off. Car, flash, close. There's 3 at B. We didn't know that. So I'm probing a little bit. I don't hear anything. Ray's over here as well. He's helping me with banana control. Chaz decided to go up mid. At this point, Chaz in a spot where he shouldn't be necessarily. He shouldn't be solo right here by himself. But Porsche comes out, Boiler comes out to help him. So they're able to work together. Coming up mid at that point. He gets the kill right there on the guy Cubby. At this point, smoked off Arch. We're wrapping around A. They're wrapping around. Right now it's splitting. We're taking our time just in case anyone is on site or pit. Don't want to get caught off with a bunch of pistols. Guy is on site. I managed to kill him. Chaz gets another kill. And at this point, I think they say they're op. We don't really have the economy, so I decide not to hunt because of it. So this is a good point as IGL. Like, this is where you need to keep your players disciplined, or it's like, okay, well, we don't have the economy to go in for this hunt. We know they have an op saved. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and fall off at this point. Keep all these guns up for the next round so we start building our economy and get it growing. Because that's what you want to do as an IGO. Keep your economy growing so that way when these rounds come later, you have the money to keep buying. You keep buying instead of being broke because you guys like hunted for the opper. We just keep in mind that they're going to have an op for the next round because they saved 2 guys up. So right now we're working perfectly in A. We haven't really worked B at all. We've worked a lot of rounds in A. So they decide to pause. Go ahead and fast forward through that so we don't have to wait through it. So they decided to buy into this round, and then so it's a buy and a buy. I decided to keep my SMG just because I'm going for banana control, and just in case I have an SMG, I can just keep that on my utility. And then if they decide to at this point, like if they decide to buy, they're most likely not gonna have great utility. See, look how they have on Axel, he has just 1 smoke, and then on Arcane, he has no utility at all. We know that's gonna happen because we beat them, like, and they have to force into this, so they're not gonna have that great of utility. We decided to work our way up toward here. I'm not sure what the call was from what I remember. I think it was like fake A or something, or not A, fake A, like commit A, I guess. Fast. Get her mid our way to site. At this point, I think they decided to save. We win this round regardless, and I think we kill one of their riflers, and they only have 1 alive for the next round. Let's see. Yeah, we killed one of their riflers, and they had 1 alive for the next round. So right now, our economy is going really well. We have really good economy going right now. I died, so I have to rebuy in this, which is fine because like we have the money because I saved that that UMP that 1 round. So right now our economy is growing really well. We have full utility. We know they're going to be on eco because they forced in the last round. They're going to have 1 rifle up. So we decided to change it up and hit B from here at this point. It's good. See, it's good that we're doing something different every round. We're not being same. We're not doing the same thing. We're being dynamic of what we're doing. That flash probably blinded them. I probably should have thrown a CT, but it's fine because we were able to take site here. It's a perfect call. I think Mike actually called it. He had a B spawn, so it was perfect that we ran with this. At this point, they know that we have B bombed down at B, and I guess I'm not sure what they're doing. If they're like saving or running alt, I'm not sure what they're doing. I guess they're going T spawn. Yeah, and the kills basically just play out in our favor, basically. I can just get 1 and 2 frags here. See how I have teammates supporting me so I don't go for that repeat? Ray gets a nice kill right there. Kill that guy, and the last guy is just saving his M4. At this point, it's 2-4 right now. Score's going really well. In fact, like we're getting really good rounds off of them. We're getting rounds in a row, which is really good. We've gotten bombed on every single time. And the biggest thing is look how we've keeping like 4 guys alive, 3 guys alive, 4 guys alive. That's really important because look how our economy has grown and look at their economy. If they lose this round, they're broke again. Even though they're on max loss bonus, they're still gonna not really have the best because they'll be broke basically. So it's really important as an IGL you manage your team's economy the best way you possibly can so you guys can buy as much as possible. Over here, we're on the default. Nosy out halls, gets that easy pick, falls off. DTS gets that pick. We get a trade right there from Mike, which is perfect. Nosy's already there. Smoke that off. Work our way forward. Ray goes to the plant. At this point, I decided to make a play here. It actually ends up working really well in my favor because I was coming back to hold mid. I didn't want to be in boiler spot just in case they decided to check it here. See how look how we're positioned. One guy's sight, one is pit, and one's an apps. This is perfect post plant scenario. I hear them coming up porch. I end up getting 2, and then it comes to a 1v1. I probably should have got the third one if I would have just tapped, but I didn't want to risk it, so this guy ends up saving. And we're off for the next round. Alright. So right now we won 6 rounds in a row. Really good right now. Like we're taking the control in our hands. We have full economy and utility. They're still like they bought into it, but they're still necessarily kind of broke. The utility's not the greatest. Well, actually they have decent utility here actually. But a lot of them you see have no head armor, a couple of kits on guys. It's not really gonna matter because it's a good buy on their part actually. So we're just gonna go for our default. Ray comes up here. Ops close. I think he's able to get a pick actually. Yeah, so he gets a pick right here from Banana. It's huge. Chaz is still probing A. We got Nosy long haul, like he's been doing every single round. We got Chaz at porch now as well. So we have really good guys lurking up and DCing close, getting good vantage points. Chaz gets a good kill there as well. Nosy gets another kill there as well. We know the last guy's gonna be a B player. So at this point we're coming up to get the bomb down. And then since we have so much money, we decide for a hunt for this last guy. He gets 1. I'm sure we just chase him down and we kill him. I think he might get Mike as well. No. We know he's new box. Called it out. I'm not letting him save this rifle up. They've saved way too many times, and that's where they're able to get so many buys in. He wides out, gets scared of the molly. You go ahead and get that round win, which is perfect. Perfectly played out. Right now the score 7-2. We're doing great. They're paused since we've won so many rounds in a row. They want to try to stop um, basically us like flowing the rounds together. See how like I'm calling something different every single round. We're not just defaulting. And even if we are defaulting, we're defaulting on rifle rounds. You don't want to default on eco rounds if you know they're going to be on a low buy or eco. You want to play off their utility, whatever they throw. You hit the opposite. You go pretty much go the opposite way. Maybe come back late round because they're going to have no utility. So let's go to ×1. Go ahead and smoke off here. I think we commit to here when we shouldn't have. I'm not sure where they're at toward B. It's a weird place. Honestly, if we probably would have hit B, we probably would have. Where's their opera at? Yeah, we probably would have won if we would have hit B, to be honest. But we ended up committing here into A when there were 4 here. We probably should have fell back and hit B. At this point, we end up losing this round, I'm pretty sure. Gets guy pit. Guy sight. Kills me as well. That's right over right there. That's my bad on the A call. We lost B control, so we had to come this way because we didn't have anyone playing at B. So that's something we need to work on if we were gonna to continue to maybe do the default for next maybe playoffs for Inferno. We need to make sure we have a B guy there, so in case we know they're stacking A and we hear them rotating off B, we can just come back right to B at that point. It's important to have a one lurking as an IGL, one lurking at one side of the map in case you have to rotate back as well, and so you can hear the rotations to know how many's coming your way, so you're not surprised by anything. Good default round, a good round right now. Basically, we're defaulting as well because it's a rifle round. We know it's a rifle round, so I call default. Waiting at utility right now. They smoked long haul. They're wasting. See how they wasted so much utility to begin with. Arcane has no utility. They just have flashes, a couple smokes, and a molly. And it's only been like 30 seconds in the round. They wasted mollies. They wasted smokes. They wasted a lot of utility. And our A guys did a great job of making sure they did that. So now we're gonna go ahead and start working control a little bit into B. I think what we decided to do is we decided to fake A here, or maybe A split or B split. Sorry. So what we try to do is we try to B split from here. Woo! I never even saw that. That was insane. I get that kill off that guy. He probably should have cleared sight first before he planted, but it's okay. Flash with his teammate right here. Perfect. Perfect play off each other from Nosy and Ray, helping him out, supporting him. Because if you'd have got that kill, it would have been 3-3 scenario, and they would have been able to retake. Mike gets another good frag right here. Goes for the opper. Really good run from Mike right there. That was insane. That running tap was actually nutty. I didn't even see that. That was pretty insane. So we know, so we look at their economy here. They had 3 guys alive, and they had 4 guys alive. So most likely they're gonna buy it back into this round. They have the economy for it as well. But they're probably not gonna have the greatest utility when it comes down to it. So they bought into it. Not really great utility at all. Completely crappy utility. So I think we're gonna go ahead and decide to just wait it out and then hit something fast. So we're on default right now. Normal default. Where's our upper playing? Their upper's playing A arch. Pretty standard. Chaz is able to sneak up on that guy, get that frag. This, oh snap! I remember how we lost this round actually. This is crazy. So Nosy gets that kill as well. We never cleared arch, which is really bad. We probably should have cleared it. I smoked Moto for the upper. Guy peeks me arch, kills me. Peeks him arch, kills him. And then falls back. Now it's a 2-3 scenario, just because we didn't clear one corner, which is really bad. We end up losing that round. It's just pretty bad that we didn't peek that corner. Really nothing you could do at that point. Right now, we see we have like basically the entire T side in our hands. Like it's really good no matter what. No matter if we win this last 2 rounds or not. Like we've had a really good like 8 sides on T side's really good actually. Like it's a T sided map in a sense, but if you have a good CT players, like you're gonna do well. So we end up losing that round as well, and then we end up winning this round. Let's see what happens real quick. I kind of hate talking round by round basis just because it kind of gets a little bit annoying, but so we just hit B quick. We haven't done hit B yet. Get that guy sight. Guy new box. Get the trade off him. I get ops. And then Mike and Chaz right now. Chaz gets a frag. Oh, this is perfect right now. So in this scenario right now, like your teammates are in post plants, you want them to communicate to each other. It's huge. Chaz gets that kill right there, pretty sneakily. They play it like it's a 1v1. So Mike right now is playing like he has no teammate. Chaz is playing right now like he has no teammate, which is good in this situation because the guy is going for a plant. So you want him to play for like two opposite ends. Gets that kill. He's 1 HP. Conveys that to Mike. He's just baiting him out. Not committing to anything. And then he ends up peeking on him and killing him. And we get the round one, which is perfect. Mike played that really well. So did Chaz actually in that situation. So going over here. This point it's 9-6. Go ahead. And I think from this point out, our CT side is really strong, and I'll explain why. Like we don't lose a single CT side. Um, it usually isn't like this. Like our scrims have been a little bit rough for it, but it's because like as an IGL, like you really need to take control. Like you need to lead your team, keep the morale high, and also be in a position where you can call like to like position your teammates in better spots. So if you see a teammates up close like this, I called him to back off because he's by himself, so he can come back to me because I'm here. So we end up having one of our B guys rotate off. I told him to go back, and I told him to go to Moto, Nosy. So right now in this scenario, they're just turtling around, making a little bit of noise, not really committing to anything. Nosy's in a spot where he needs to fall back, because if they rush me halls, then it's A side completely. Nosy gets a great shot, falls back a little bit. I get a good shot, and then I get taken out. So it's 1-for-1 trades right now in our favor. 4v3 on the retake. They're in pretty good post plans. They have one porch, one apps, and then one pit, which is kind of good post plans actually. They know one is graveyard, so they're able to get the kill on them. Last guy's halls, kill him, bomb defuse, perfect. Perfect retake scenario. Great job. I'm the only one that died because I got rushed out at pit, but I got the trade. At pit, if you're in that situation as the IGL, you just need to get one kill, 1 to 2 kills. You did your job, and that's what it came down to in the end. And I did my job, so we were able to win that round. So we know that they got bomb down, so they're gonna save. They're not gonna have any armor. They're gonna try pistols if anything. So threw that nade down mid. Fell off a little bit. You don't want to get too close in case they're rushing. Because if they creep up halls on you, it could turn out really bad. And Ozzy needs to be careful here. He doesn't want to lose an M4 and give it to them. That would not be a good case scenario. They end up killing Ray because he gets in a spot by himself. Nosy is in a good spot to just get 2 frags right there because he got pushed up. And then Chaz flanks. So, really good round on our part. Nosy played that really well to able to get that 4K. That was a really good part on his part on CT's side. Going around for that info. Huge. What do you want him to do? So now, you know it's a rifle round. What you want to do is, so what I told my teammate right here, which is a good round to talk about actually. I'll go ahead and pause this real quick. In this round right here, see how like we have our buy. We keep the subs that we have, and what we decided to do is okay. If we lose this round, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna buy back. We're just gonna buy back full utility, full M4s because we have all over 2.5k in 3k. So we're fine. So we can keep the guns that we have. And if we lose the round, it's not too big of a deal because we can buy it up next round. So Nosy's really far pushed up in a great spot. Sees bomb right there, gets that kill. Another kill goes there as well. Last guy's dinked and gets cleaned up. Here we go. Now we have all their AKs that they bought from the other round. We have insane amount of money just because we just decided to keep the guns that we had because we kept 4 up the round before, which is really good. Now they're completely broke. They're just gonna be on Glocks because they want to buy for next round. So at this point, You're doing really well if you're like holding like this. You're getting aggressive on parts of the map where you need to get aggressive, and then you're just kind of holding in parts where you need to hold. They're rushing all at this point. Nosy gets those kills, which is huge. Come out to long haul. He ends up killing Nosy because he stayed there after get those kills by himself, which is not the smartest situation. So I try to play like necessarily in the middle of the open where they wouldn't expect. Did a little damage, fell off a little bit. And at this point, I think Mike's right now in a great spot. Or Chaz is. Oh, then he doesn't check his flank, gets killed. It's a 3v3 scenario. He's got too greedy. Like he was in a good spot. All he needed to do was really just hold. He got too greedy for the kills, and then that caused him. I told what's his name to go back B just in case they go back. I'm in a really good spot here as well. I was able to pick up 3 frags. Right there, that was perfect. Did what I needed to do. Stayed in halls, made the play that I needed to. So now 13-6. The game's pretty much over right now. It's in our hands. We have the economy in our favor. This is really the first buy round to decide if the game's going to be over or not. If they win this, they could potentially like bring it back to their favor. We put our upper mid since he has a really good spawn for it. So pay attention to what he does here. Goes for the op pick. Saw one cross banana. That's all he saw. So you call that out. One spamming alt. We have that info. It's important to like know the info. We have one long haul. One cross. We know that. We have that info. You probably should have saved that nade in that flash and just smoked hall. That would have been the smarter play. There it is. So he just wasted a nade and flash for no reason. Right now we have great control. They're not getting any info across the map. They're kind of just turtled and stuck. We've wasted a lot of our utility, which is kind of not great on our part, but do what you need to because they're getting really aggressive. I try to say I had 2 flashes left from the save. I see a smoke right here. Fall back. I got a grave. Get 2 kills. Fall back as well. Get in a better position. That's a 2v2, 3v2 scenario. Our player's still at B, just in case they decide to go back. Mm-mm-mm-mm. 20 seconds left. Kill the guy. That's bomb down right there. Opera gets the second frag. Perfect round right there. Did what we needed to. Got to slow them down. Won the round. Got a little bit messy, but it was a buy round. So, I mean, we won that buy round. Game's pretty much over at this point. They're either buying here or they're saving for last round. So they called this pause because they know they're gonna lose. So they gotta decide what they want to do, whether they want to buy or save. That's on their IGL's calling what he wants to do from that point. So they decide to buy. So if they lose this round, this game's over. Look at their economy. No money left. I mean, they have max loss bonus, but max they're going to have is like 2.5, 3K. So they'll be able to buy subs. Nothing more than subs, maybe 1 Galil. So look at their utility either too. They have no utility at all. 2 smokes, couple flashes, really nothing. So we try to cut them off. Molly mid. Fall off a little bit. We have an op there. As he dies for getting too aggressive, that's not smart at all, especially when we know they have low utility. Should have waited their utility, their default out, and then got aggressive. So we have 2 arch right now. This is not the best scenario. Like, you really don't want 2 arch, especially if they haven't been pushing archers like that often. I wanted one of the guys to rotate off toward B. So I told him. So I told Mike to rotate off toward B. I'm not sure if he does or what happens. He stays here. I'm not sure why. Because if the offer comes and supports me, we're fine. Plus I have full nades as well. Yeah, this is where I told Mike to fall off, and he didn't fall off. So this is the reason why, because like our B player has no information, and he's just kind of like hoping that they don't hit. Now that they do hit, it's like Now we have two ops in this retake, which I didn't want to happen. We have Ray and Chaz like opping. So if Mike would have listened there, we probably would have been a little bit cleaner in the round. But Mike, I'm pretty sure he ends up picking up two frags through smoke. So I mean, like if you know what I mean, if he wouldn't have got stand smoke, we probably would have lost this round. Ray gets one kill. I tell him to bait out a shot. He ends up tapping the bomb instead. I go ahead and go for the kill, get the frag, pick up the op, and then defuse the bomb. Perfect round right there. Did what we needed to, won the round. Mike would have listened, rotated over. They wouldn't have gotten bombed down. They wouldn't have had money for last round. But like that's just something that we needed to do. So now they're able to full buy because they got bombed down instead of having like a crappy buy. So this is pretty much the last round of the game, 15-6 right now. We did a really good job of like establishing presence, getting control on different sides of the map, waiting out their utility, keeping as much utility on us as possible so we could retake. Did a great job. Exercised all 3 points that I mentioned earlier when we were talking about Inferno and CT side. Um, yeah, so basically right now they're going for banana control, seeing if anything's here. No, he's spamming Hall. Pretty basic. This is our default right now. Chaz gets too aggressive toward B. Mike gets the trade, which is good. They got trade because they got aggressive together. If it was just one person getting aggressive, then it wouldn't have been a payoff. I decided to smoke long haul. I got a graveyard. They actually smoke long haul. Get two kills right there. I shouldn't have went back for this third guy because I had a pistol. He ends up killing two other guys. Just got really close because like I made one mistake and then two teammates made more mistakes because we just got greedy and went for the kills instead of playing it smart. Mike does a good job right here, baiting out a flash, thinking he's gonna come up mid or port side. He plants for CT, and guys caught up looking the wrong way. Perfect job by Mike. Did what he needed to do. Perfect run right there. End up winning the game. So that's basically it for Inferno. Basically what you saw is we had a great CT side, positioned well when we needed to, saved our utility for retakes, did what we needed to. Great job on us to like win that to do well on CT side. T side, you saw us be dynamic. We didn't default. We knew there we were going to be an eco. We changed it up. We didn't keep going A. We went B when we needed to go B because we knew they were going to stack at some point and they were going to be an eco. So we were dynamic. Our default established when we needed to on gun rounds. And basically we just hit what we needed to. We had our takes. We had our A split, our B split, default A and default B, and then our default T. So pretty good job on that scrim. That's just basically like what you want to do as an IGL on Inferno. And this is just episode number 2 of the series Inferno. Thanks guys for watching. This is Sith. We'll see you guys later.